with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Summer, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Benberry? Here. Mr. Bradford?
Here.
Mr. Morrison?
Here.
Ms. Shramke? Mr. Shadle?
Here.
Mr. Wade?
Here.
Chair Casillas.
Here. And Mr. Morrison, would you read the minutes motion, please?
I move that the reading of the minutes for November 3rd, 2014 be waived and that the minutes of said meeting as prepared by the Secretary be approved as written.
Council did point out that there is a section in the minutes that we need to have removed, and that is the portion or the first item of new business. Section A needs to be maintained, or Section B needs to be removed, because we did approve that item of business. Would you like to amend your motion to reflect
Yes.
that?
I amend my motion to reflect that we remove Part B.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wade. Is there any discussion, comment? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Morrison?
Aye.
Mr. Shadle?
Aye.
Mr. Wade?
Aye.
Mr. Benberry?
Aye.
Mr. Bradford?
Aye.
Chair Casillas.
Aye. Mr. Shadle, you have the first item of business?
Yes. I move that resolution entitled "A Resolution Constituting the Final Report of the Paducah Planning Commission on the Proposed Amendment to a Development Plan for Property Located at 2721 Park Avenue Drive" be adopted.
Second.
Second by Mr. Benberry. Do you have anyone here?
I don't see the applicant here, but staff has reviewed, and because this sign is in the MU zone, West Park Village, it does take Planning Commission approval whenever that was set up back in the early 90s. It's just a simple entrance sign.
I do know that we've approved other similar entrance signs
Yes.
in that particular MU area.
And,
So.
and this is for Wellsprings Dermatology, so we're recommending approval.
Is it a lit sign?
No.
Are there any other questions? Comments? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Shadle?
Aye.
Mr. Wade?
Aye.
Mr. Benberry?
Aye.
Mr. Bradford?
Aye.
Mr. Morrison?
Aye.
Chair Casillas.
Aye. Mr. Wade, you have the Strawberry Hill LLC.
Yes, I move that this commission receive and file the application to Strawberry Hill LLC for the proposed re-subdivision of the property located at 4760, 4780, and 4790 Village Square Drive. I further move that the requested approval be given in compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second.
Second by Morrison.
We were just looking to reconfigure a few tracks there to make them more desirable for development, a future development. We're going to do on the 11.8 acre tract.
Are there any questions? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Wade?
Aye.
Mr. Benberry?
Aye.
Mr. Bradford?
Aye.
Mr. Morrison?
Aye.
Mr. Shadle?
Aye.
Chair Casillas.
Aye. Mr. Morrison, you have the Falconite Hip item, please.
Yes, I do. I move that this commission receive and file the application of Falconite HIP LLC for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 4600 and 4610 Partridge Lane and 2672 Legends Drive. I further move that the requested approval be given in compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second.
Second by Shadle.
Staff has received a revised plat that was in front of you, and originally staff had concerns in your staff report about that. South property line belonging to Miss Penn needing to be moved, and that has been done on this new plat, and I'll let Damon elaborate.
Yes. We first of all, we abolished the interior lot line between lots 1 and 2. That was the original plan, just to be able to build on that lot. And then second item was we had to move that lot line on lot 3, revise that line, abolish the north line of lot 3 and move it over a foot and create a new lot line for a house overhang encroachment. And that's the purpose of this plat.
Now, there's still a fence encroachment, but I'm assuming that the
Yes.
owner doesn't have a...
The owner has no problem with that.
And a foot is all it...
Foot's all it took. Yeah, the house, I think the most it was encroaching was like 0.73 feet.
Which is like 8 some odd inches.
Yeah.
So there won't be any side yard per se
Right.
allowed. Will there be a requirement as far as side yard for the new lot that we're creating?
No, there is no side yard setback for this subdivision.
Do you have any idea where they plan to access the lot? Off of Legends Drive or off of Partridge?
I believe off of Legends, both of them.
Dan, take action on this new lot here. Does this lot 3 need to be added to the motion? I guess it probably does. That's not reflected in the motion I've got now.
You're talking about enhancing with the foot?
Right.
Yeah, because what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to convey her that foot.
Okay.
So you can show, you can revise lot 3 also.
Damon, do you know what the address is for lot 3 exactly?
Yes, it is 2668 Legends Drive.
Mr. Chairman, we'll need to revise that motion to include 2668 on the motion as well.
That'll be fine. Just made the motion.
Me.
You don't have a problem with adapting that motion, do you?
No, ma'am. We'll revise it to reflect Lot 3, 2668 Legends Drive.
And Mr. Shadle, did you second the motion?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have any problems with that either, do you?
And what they'll have to do is, with this new plat, they'll have to convey that 1 foot over to Ms. Penn so that she will have, it'll all be according to the new plat.
Right. Exactly.
And just out of curiosity, was that overhang at roof line or is it at the bottom of the structure?
Is at the roof line, just the overhang.
Kind of
yeah.
Yeah. How I read it, I just wanted to make sure it was...
We possibly could have gotten by with an encroachment agreement, but this makes it a lot cleaner.
It makes it so much easier. That's when I first looked at the plat, that was my concern, was leaving an encroachment in there. Any other questions? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Morrison?
Aye.
Mr. Shadle?
Aye.
Mr. Wade?
Aye.
Mr. Benberry?
Aye.
Mr. Bradford?
Aye.
Chair Cresilius?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Shadle, you have U.S. Foods?
I move that this commission receive and file the application of U.S. Foods, Inc. for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 1150, 1350, 1400, and 1410 North 10th Street. I further move that the requested approval be given in compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second.
Second by Wade.
Rick, do you know, is this all described as one tract when U.S. Food Service got the property?
By plat, it is all one tract. By deeds that they've been using for conveyance, they've been using old descriptions, but
Okay.
by plat, it is all one tract of land at this point in time. And what they're doing is dividing off the warehouse portion of the property from the office facilities. We are establishing some private easements on this property to accommodate for stormwater runoff and for fence maintenance.
You have questions?
Could you explain the two comments?
Oh, yes. These actually come from engineering. Just changed the plat that was referenced to that J412, which I'm assuming
I've changed
you
that.
did. And then the correct address for A is actually 1410 North 10th, and I think they was using 1400.
Yeah, I've talked to Angie about that. And I heard she's changing her records accordingly. All their legal documents and the address that they've been using for quite some years for that site has been 1400.
And the official address that we had was 1410, but we're changing that to reflect what they've always used.
Thank you.
And then explain to me the gate and fence easement detail, why it's 25 feet, 25 or 30 feet long, but it's only a 4.47 foot.
It's 2.5 feet wide by 30 foot on the longest side. That's a mechanical gate that serves the track A, and when it's retracted, it goes back over across the property line onto track B. And in order to make everything clean and legal, we established that encroachment easement there for that gate. See that down in the detail?
A sliding gate?
Yeah, it's a sliding. It's actually a mechanical gate. It's a
But the offset is, according to the detail, it says it's only 4.47 feet in an offset. So I'm just wondering, why does it need 30 feet to retract?
well, that you don't see all the fence on there. That fence is, I'm going to say, it's probably 25 foot long, and it runs across the parking lot. See the on the track, it
More
goes
than
all the way.
that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. I
Yeah,
understand.
that's just an offset in the fence between the warehouse and the office, but then there's also a fence that's
It runs
interior fence on
Across that
track A.
asphalt,
Yes.
sir. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Shadle?
Aye.
Mr. Wade?
Aye.
Mr. Benberry?
Aye.
Mr. Bradford?
Aye.
Mr. Morrison?
Aye.
Chair Crecilius?
Aye. Mr. Bradford, you have the Levon Watson waiver of subdivision.
I move that this commission receive and file the application of Levon Watson for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 611 Broadway. I further move that the requested approval be given in compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second.
Second by Ben Berry.
This property is, trying to think of the official name for it. It's back several years ago, probably about 30 years ago. Wright's business had a phone, long-distance phone service there.
Windstream, I believe.
Even before.
No, it was way before that, yeah.
It was A.D. Wright and his.
Yeah. I had the service some 30 years ago, but anyway, that's what was housed many years ago in 611 Broadway, and to the rear of that property there is an existing cell phone tower, and it's been there for many years. And what they're doing is severing the the tower from the building site, and the tower lot track 2A will have access by City Alley that connects to 7th Street or 7th Street. I don't remember, Joe, have any comments on this one?
Just the address of one.
Yeah,
Fifty.
she gave me the address.
That was the only comment.
I put that on here.
You said the access to this is from 7th Street?
Yeah, from North 7th Street, yes, from the
On the
west.
city of Paducah?
Yes, that's an alley across there. That city, where you see City of Paducah on there and D-Book and Page, a couple of D-Book and Page references, that's access.
And that's an alley? One lane?
But it doesn't go all the way through as advertised, does it?
No, it doesn't. And then the Windstream KDL Incorporated is,
Last one.
I really can't tell. Is there a building on that property?
There is building on that property, but it doesn't show up on this drawing because it fronts on Jefferson, and it's further north than
That's
what
the
this
reason why I
drawing.
asked the question. I thought there was, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see it on there, so.
I think it was 2011 we brought this property before the Planning Commission and actually cleared up some title issues between Windstream and LaVon Watson over some conveyance issues, and got the line actually established between Windstream and LaVon at that time.
Are there any other questions? Comments? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Bradford?
Aye.
Mr. Morrison?
Aye.
Mr. Shadle?
Aye.
Mr. Wade?
Aye.
Mr. Benberry?
Aye.
Chair Crecilius?
Aye. Mr. Wade, you have the Betty Higdon conditional use recommendation?
Yes, I move that this commission recommend approval to the Board of Adjustments regarding the application of Betty Higdon for a conditional use permit to construct a quadplex residential structure in the R1 zone located at 4040 Minnick Avenue.
Second.
Second by Morrison, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just proposing a quadplex in a R1 zone at 4040 Minnick Avenue. We will have to, if this does get approved, we will have to come back and abolish that right-of-way line, that northern right-of-way line of closed Lester Avenue. We do know that.
That was staff's concern as well, was and engineering, to abolish that north line of that right-of-way to upon approval.
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing that. Where am I?
It's on, Mr. Morrison, it's on the new drawing.
Oh, I'm looking. North is always that way. For some reason, I'm not looking. Yeah, I see now. Thank you.
But Lester's already closed, right?
Yes. This closed several years ago. Do you know, Damon?
I don't know right offhand.
Did the city convey property to?
Well, that was going to be my question, too. Was half of it conveyed to one owner and half to another, or?
That's what it's supposed to have.
Yeah, but
The deed read to the center line of closed Lester Avenue.
Okay.
it doesn't sound like it was ever consolidated by plat, just by deed.
And that's what'll have to happen.
Yeah.
Any comments? Questions? Call the roll, please.
Thank you. Mr. Wade?
Aye.
Mr. Benberry?
Aye.
Mr. Bradford?
Aye.
Mr. Morrison?
Aye.
Mr. Shadle?
Aye.
Chair Crecilius?
Aye.
Thank you.
If there's no other business to come before us tonight, we stand adjourned.
Thank you.
I mean,